The hum of Malik's custom-built PC filled the room like white noise. Fans whirred. RGB lights pulsed behind a transparent glass case, flickering between blood red and neon cyan, like it couldn't decide between war or peace. His fingers danced across the mechanical keyboard, the clicking sharp and fast, like a train barreling toward a destination no one questioned. His mouse hand flicked instinctively, muscle memory guiding every headshot and dodge. He didn't need to think anymore. That was the point. Outside of his room, life was messy. Inside this chair, he had control. A battlefield on screen, a fortress of darkness around him. The door was locked, the blinds were closed, a hoodie hood over his head, headphones blasting. Nobody could get in. He was on his fourth match in a row. He hadn't showered. He hadn't eaten since breakfast. He hadn't responded to his mom's soft knock 3 hours ago. He was leading his squad now. Left flank, smoke grenade, now! He was alive here, important here, winning here, until the screen froze. The chaos stopped. His character locked mid-stride, mid-action, mid-glory. No, 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 no! Malik slammed his palm on the desk. The screen stayed frozen. He yanked off his headset, heart pounding. Stupid lag, come on! But it wasn't lag. Everything else was still working. The lights, the music, even the cursor moved, just not the game. He reached for the restart button when a voice behind him, not from the headphones, not from the speakers, from inside the room. Why are you still hiding? He froze. Every hair on his body stood on end. He whipped around in his chair, breath caught mid-throat. And someone was there, sitting in the second chair. The chair that had been empty since he got it, meant for co-op games, but never used. The man didn't say anything more. He just sat there, hands folded, as if he'd been there the whole time. Malik's mouth opened, but no sound came out. He looked maybe 30, maybe 3,000. His eyes were the color of the night sky, deep, endless, full of stars you didn't notice until everything else went dark. "Who are you?" Malik finally whispered. The man turned slightly, just enough for the light to hit his face. And somehow, Malik knew. This wasn't a hallucination. It wasn't stress. And it wasn't a dream. It was him. Jesus. Not the version from cartoons or stained glass windows. Not blonde-haired, blue-eyed, and smiling politely. This Jesus looked weathered, strong, like a man who had known hunger, known rejection, known betrayal. But his eyes, oh, his eyes, they were soft enough to drown in, and fierce enough to set your soul on fire. "You're not supposed to be here," Malik said, almost childlike. "I go where hearts are hiding," Jesus replied. Malik looked down at his hands. Suddenly, ashamed, he felt exposed, like all the anger, all the guilt, all the nights he'd screamed into his pillow and shoved God away had just been read aloud. He whispered, "Why now?" Jesus leaned in slightly, voice low but clear, "Because you have spent years trying to win in worlds that won't hold you when you cry." Malik choked on that. A knot formed in his throat. His vision blurred. The last time someone had said something that real to him was never. He tried to deflect. "It's just a game." Jesus nodded. "I know, but it became your hiding place, and I don't want you to hide anymore." There it was again, that phrase. Like he wasn't scolding him, just offering him a way home. Malik looked at the screen. His character was still frozen mid-battle. "I'm scared," he admitted. "If I stop playing, I feel everything, and I can't fix any of it." Jesus smiled softly. "You don't have to fix it. That's my job." Tears now, real ones, not loud, not dramatic, just surrender. Jesus stood gently, resting a hand on Malik's shoulder. His presence felt like warmth, like light, like peace that wrapped itself around the parts Malik thought were unlovable. "I miss your voice," Jesus said. Malik looked up. "I miss when you used to talk to me," he added, "even when you were mad. At least you knew I was there." Malik swallowed hard. "Do you still want me? After how I've lived?" Jesus' answer came without hesitation. "I've wanted you since before you even knew my name." He began walking toward the door. Just before opening it, he paused. "Log off when you're ready," he said gently. "I'm waiting on the other side of this screen." And then he was gone. Not in a flash, not in a puff of smoke, just like someone who knew he'd be back. Malik stared at the door, then the screen. His character was unfrozen now, ready for battle, but Malik wasn't. He reached for the mouse, moved it away from the game, opened a new tab, and typed, "How do I pray when I feel broken?" The answer was already waiting. Because, friends, Jesus doesn't wait for you to come to him at an altar. He sits right beside you, in your bedroom, in your darkness, in your favorite hiding place, and gently whispers, "Why are you still hiding?" And if you listen, he won't just unfreeze your screen. He'll unfreeze your heart. God bless you, my friends.